You got the music?
Yeah, I mean, first off, I just want to thank God, man.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of the At Astro Boys Sports Podcast, where we gamble on takes, not the NBA games. I don't gamble on NBA games. Risky, do you gamble on the NBA games?
Nope. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Nope. You're either on one side or the other. You guys want to start there?
Well, we got a few different things to talk about. We got the Chiefs running all over the Raiders, an NBA scandal straight out of Goodfellas, and then there's a heavyweight showdown in Abu Dhabi. We'll talk a little bit about that, and I guess what happened last week. We played the Raiders. I think we won 31-0.
Are you going to introduce everybody?
Thank you. I forgot about that. Yeah. I had it right here on the sheet and I missed it.
Right past that, dude.
Here we go. All right. We have Risky Ray filling in for Waltz today. I am the original TI.
Yeah.
As always, we got Joe Hooters all the way down there at the left. And our special guest today is John Martin. John, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here.
So, John, talk into the Tony show and where to talk.
Oh, yeah. So you're going to actually, here, we'll turn it that way for you. You got to actually
Gotcha.
talk to the screen.
Oh, there
and then
we
you just
go,
got to get a
there we
little
go.
bit close and it'll be a little bit better.
Yeah, you probably have the worst mic of all of us, so you kind of have to speak into it a little bit.
That's all right.
But yeah, John Martin, you're not wearing the suit you was on the ad, so that's kind of disappointing. But
Yeah,
still
well,
looking good, bud.
Look pretty official.
Yeah, I like it. I like it, dude.
My
I like
Andy
it.
Reid.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ti has an Andy Reid shirt
Andy
too.
Reid.
I do have an Andy Reid one as well. Yes. And I think, Joe made a comment that made me never want to wear it again, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I
So
kid.
no. Well,
You can say it.
so he was wearing the Andy Reid shirt, and we all were like, he looks like the crackhead Andy Reid because he's also very skinny, and
Yeah.
Andy Reid's very big.
Yeah.
But yeah. See, I didn't like that one. Okay.
Nah, wasn't
whatever.
a big fan of that comment. But that's okay. That's
I
all
mean,
right.
In hindsight, I guess, yeah, if someone called you a crackhead, that's not very, that's not
Never
not a
flatter.
compliment.
It's never flattering. Never
For sure,
flattering.
for sure.
For sure. So,
Yeah.
so did anyone go to the Chiefs game?
Yes, I did.
Okay, Risky.
All right.
Bust
Tell
it
us
out
about
then,
the
buddy.
environment, man. Tell us about the environment in the parking lot before the game.
Oh man, dude, everybody was having fun. Actually, you know what? Believe it or not, there was a really, really good crowd of Raiders fans. Believe it or not,
There usually
always
is.
is.
And-
There always is,
and-
dude. The flags everywhere, right?
Yeah, and they had this big group from Los Angeles. There was 60
Big
of
group of
them that
dummies.
came out.
Whoa.
And they stopped by our tailgate and they wanted to take pictures and I had my Vegas Super Bowl winning hat on for tailgate, and I was like, I gotta get in these pictures. I gotta get in the pictures.
There you go. There you go.
So yeah. So they all wanted to take pictures, and everybody's throwing up number one, and everybody throwing up bad number ones, and it was a good time. Stopped by the Bud Light tent and went in about 45 minutes before game time.
Hey, can you hit a sound effect?
Oh,
button?
yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's working. Just for you guys out there, we're testing our sound effects right now. So. Oh, that one didn't mean to do that one. And are you hearing any of them?
I am.
Oh, you heard them. Oh, yeah. You heard them on here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and
We're good.
assume.
I think we're good to go.
I think
Yeah.
we're good to go.
I think we are good to go.
First
so.
try. It
Come
doesn't
on,
happen
holler
too
at me,
often.
Freedom Rock. Holler at me. Come on, I know you're out there.
Oh, is Freedom Rock? Is he going to check out the show today?
I think so, but he has some in-laws or some family and stuff in town from Iowa, so
Ah.
we'll see. That's why he's not here tonight.
So John, did you go to the game?
No.
No, not this one, huh?
No. I haven't been to a game probably a couple of years now.
Oh, has it? I thought you already went to one this year. No. Okay. I know you usually I know Tabitha loves going to the game, right?
She loves going to cold weather games.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
bet,
unusual.
I bet. Yeah. But no, you usually go with your son. I know that he's
Yeah.
a big Chiefs fan too. Yep.
Yeah. No, we just been sitting at home watching it.
Taking it easy, huh?
Yeah.
Well, what I will tell you is what I saw was really great. I mean, I was I bring my binoculars every single time. I mean, even though I have good seats, I still want to hone in and watch some of the wide receivers and watch some of the offensive line, and obviously Mahomes. I'm usually cued in on Mahomes on what he's doing. Mahomes looked great. Obviously, Rashid Rice is, and it's kind of like it's kind of like riding a bike. just never left.
So how bad did they want Rashee Rice to score a touchdown in his first
Bad.
game back?
Oh
They were
my
forced.
God.
They were forcing the
Oh
shit out of
my
it, dude. It was
God.
obvious.
It literally
Yeah,
was
yeah.
obvious. I mean, like, so one of the guys I tailgate with all the time, I asked him, I was like, "Hey, who's going to score today?" And he's like, "Oh, Xavier Worthy." And I'm like, "Yeah, he's going to score 2+ touchdowns. I'm in."
That was your bet.
was
Was
a
that was my
risky
bet.
bet.
Yep. And he goes, and then he's like, "I don't think you should do that." He's like, don't do that. And this guy is notorious for losing. Like, it is really, really bad. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna roll with it.
Are you
It's
talking
great.
about yourself in the third person?
Nope,
right now?
I am not. Nope, I am not.
Oh,
Nope,
okay,
I am
okay,
not. I am
okay.
not.
All right.
No. I am doing pretty decent. But yeah, no, I'm the one who took Xavier Worthy 2+ touchdowns, and I just should have went against him. Every single time.
So
Too much faith in people.
So John, I don't know if you watched last episode, but we had a Raiders fan on.
I didn't get to that part. I had to watch Derek.
Yeah. Oh,
You
Money
know,
Green. You had to watch Money
here's-
Green,
Yeah.
man. Money
Here's the
Green.
funny thing, right? So I don't know why. So it seems like whenever Joe invites a guest on, it's never a Chiefs fan on, right?
weird.
So you're the first
okay.
Chiefs fan
Man,
that no, you're the first Chiefs fan that he's invited on. So I appreciate that, by the way. Kind of goes back to like it doesn't make sense. Like, where are these Raiders fans coming from? Patriots fans, where are they coming from, right? But it's nice to have another Chiefs fan on the show.
Oh yeah, I used to go to the game back when Blackledge and
Oh,
Todd
man.
Blackledge.
Bill Kinney.
Yeah,
Bill
Bill Kinney.
Kinney. And
I-
those were rough days.
Yeah, it seemed like my dad only took me to games when it was like 30 below, and there was like 15 fans.
Yeah. I went to a couple games back then. I think my dad got free tickets.
I was like, that's when the tickets are. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the
Get
only
a
time
deal.
we went. But it was those were the rough days.
Yeah.
Rough days.
Yeah, that's it's always been Chiefs. Well, and Mizzou.
I mean, I was trying to stay away
Yeah.
from the Mizzou.
Well,
but
and
it comes out, dude. It comes out.
And that's where we differ.
So Joe did try to get me on before the Mizzou KU game.
And that would have been good for you, man, because
I know.
you guys came out. I mean, KU looked pretty good to start in that game, but they
Oh, I thought they
man,
were going to lose.
man,
I mean,
MU
Mizzou.
Yeah, Mizzou came roaring back. I think KU did a couple of stupid things to help them out, and
Right.
And you know what I did like about that game, because on TV, I liked all the construction vehicles in the background. I was like, that's
Yeah.
a pretty good backdrop right there.
MU's at Vandy this weekend.
That is a big game.
I'm kind of worried.
I
mean,
15 versus number 10, I think.
so what's I think Missouri's an underdog, right?
Missouri is an underdog.
Like
Yeah.
2.5 points or something. Not
Yeah.
too bad.
Something like that.
But man, Vandy, like, yeah, where did they come from?
Man, man, I don't know where they came from. Seriously, I had no clue. I didn't even think Vandy was even on the radar, and then they creep into the top 10.
But if Missouri wins this weekend, they're going to be sitting pretty good.
I
Really
think so.
gonna be
Yeah,
tough.
I think so. I mean, Missouri, ever since they moved to the SEC, they've had a rude awakening the past couple of years. But
Look at us showing
But
Missouri
now
some
looking-
love.
yeah, now they're
Yeah.
looking pretty decent.
Well, sometimes when you have a fan on, you have to
You got to show a little
butter
bit of
'em-
love.
yeah,
There's
we gotta
nothing
butter
wrong
'em
with
up
that.
a little bit.
So we're now 7 weeks through the NFL. Man, I feel like the season's flying by.
Me
right?
too.
We're,
Yeah,
we're already
where
in
is this
freaking week
going?
8. I'm gonna be kind of sad too because I got a couple of good fantasy teams, and so it's like, man, in like 8 weeks, I'm not gonna have this shit to look at on my phone anymore, right?
Yeah,
Like these guys that I'm rooting for from my couch. So
right.
I don't know. But so we're sitting at 4-3, right? Coming into this week, we got the Monday Night Football game. But before we get into that, we definitely got to recap the absolute destruction of the Raiders, right? 31-0.
Oh yeah.
Our first regular season shutout since 2011. And does anyone on the panel know who our last regular season shutout was against?
It's been a long time.
Let me help you out.
That's
It was
gone.
the Raiders again.
Oh,
so,
wow.
yeah. So
We should
2011
hit that
was 2011, right? And this year, we got him again. I'm looking for the damn button. I can't find it. I don't use it enough.
Do you remember what it is?
Yeah, I was looking for the
Yeah.
hair.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta label that.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
but the poor man, we
let's talk about
destroyed
it, man.
them,
Let's
dude.
talk about
That's
it.
that's
So-
Andy Reid's first shutout though.
Geno Smith.
Well, he had a shutout in 2015, and was he here in the 2015 in the playoffs? Maybe he wasn't. I take that back.
Was that his first year?
It might have been. I don't know. We had one in the playoffs. Our last one was in the playoffs, like in 2015. I don't remember if Reed was here yet or not. So
Man, no, like Geno Smith threw for like 67 yards. Dude.
Did he really?
it was bad. It's you.
The Raiders got 3 first downs.
But if you, but if you
Okay,
also
bro.
account for the yards that they lost, how many actual yards did they get in that game? Because they lost a lot of fucking yards.
Guess who
Like-
started the Chiefs defense that week?
Oh, that was a good.
This
you read that.
guy.
Yeah, you
That was
read
a great
one.
week.
Still lost.
Hey, let's hey. So real quick, let's talk about the Chiefs defense. We got a lot to talk about, obviously, on the offensive side of the ball, but let's talk about that defense for a little bit. Obviously, the first team to shut out the Raiders this year, right?
Right.
Our best defensive performance of the year. What do you guys? And we'll start with John here on the end. John, what do you think? What do you think the difference was for our defense in this game to come out and play the way that they did?
Shutting down the running game, first of all. I mean, it just made them one dimensional. Then all they had to do was go after Geno Smith. I mean, he's a backup quarterback, anyways. Really,
I'm with you. Their running game, Ashton Gentry is really the only thing they had because Bowers was out, Myers
Yeah.
was out. It was.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a lot of people out, so it was like, man, yeah, like you said, to shut the run down.
You just had to
and
focus on one person.
Yeah, then it was just easy after that. Yeah, for sure.
But honestly, if you ask me, I mean, tell me what the Raiders have done to improve their offensive line. Anything?
Nothing.
Anybody?
Oh no, nothing.
Nothing.
So
Yep,
I will
that's-
say the middleman was here last week, and he was telling us that the offensive line sucks.
yeah, exactly. That's
So-
why Austin Genty, he was down on my draft board. He was way down because that line didn't do
It's
anything.
unfortunate, man. It's like a wasted talent, just like Barry Sanders playing for the Lions or for
No,
No.
No, I'm not comparing him to Barry Sanders, but I'm saying he's on a team that is never going to go to the fucking Super Bowl. Is the point I'm
Okay.
making, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay,
no,
okay.
so don't get me wrong. No, I'm definitely not comparing him to. I'm not comparing him to Barry Sanders.
I
Not
get
at
what you're
all.
saying. It's very similar in a very similar situation of Barry Sanders never really had an offensive line and really not had a good team and then
Yeah, it's
Ashton
just
Genty.
unfortunate to see a generational talent. Well, I wouldn't call it necessarily a generational talent, but a talent as big as
I
him this
mean,
year
go
go to waste on that team.
I mean, even it took a couple years for Ezekiel Elliott to kind of get into his groove, get going. I mean, he had a monster, rookie year, but his second year was amazing. So, I mean, you give him some time, I guess.
You know why he struggled the way he did? We're talking about who was that?
Genty?
No, the Dallas guy you just mentioned.
Oh, Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, because he used to wear those crop top shirts, dude.
yeah,
And he's just not going to last in the NFL wearing that shit.
He
He's
had-
not
he had
going to
the
be
body
elite.
to do that, though.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
I mean,
well.
he was showing off the goods,
Yeah.
right? He
Yeah,
was showing off the
yeah.
goods. Yeah,
He had the body to do it, but should you?
Just because you
I don't
can
know.
doesn't mean you should.
No.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point. Good point.
I think
Yeah,
one of the
so-
great things about that win and a shutout was it was Chip Kelly's offense that they shut out.
Is he the OC there now?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's supposed to
I
be
didn't know that, by the way.
he's supposed to be like an offensive guru, huh?
And he's the one that took Andy Reid's job in Philly.
Yeah, I do remember that. Ever since he left Oregon, it was Oregon, right?
It was
Yeah.
Oregon. Yep.
He's just been mediocre.
But
Yeah.
he won the national championship with Ohio State last year.
Was he the OC there?
Mhm.
Oh, see, I mean,
Isn't Ohio though? Aren't they all? And maybe he deserves the credit, but aren't they always like
They're always good.
they're
Oh,
always
yeah.
good, right?
I mean,
Do you
and they
think-
have the biggest payroll, or one. They're the
One
top
of the biggest,
five, yeah,
yeah.
for sure. Maybe Texas has the biggest.
The
but-
NIL,
Where are they going?
NIL money.
yeah.
Yeah, they pay man. Their wide receivers have
Yeah.
been. For
I
the
didn't, I
past-
didn't know Chip Kelly was the OC.
Yeah, neither did
Yeah.
I. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Look
Good
at
shit.
John bringing facts to
Coming
the Ad Asher
through,
boys that none of us
coming
knew. I like it,
through.
dude. I like it.
There we
Coming
go.
through. Usually we're pretty good at getting those, but man,
Hey, so obviously we got Omar Norman a lot to talk about, but before we do, I want to kind of give my opinion on the defense. So what I've kind of noticed, right? I felt like Jaden Hicks. We talked about him last year, right? I noticed on a couple of plays, I felt like, man, he looked really good. He didn't have any plays where he really got his name called, but I paid attention. I thought he played pretty solid. But I feel like our defense really fed off of the offense, right? So our offense got out to a fast start like they've never had this year.
Right.
And they kept it going. So I do feel that a big part of that was the offense coming out, getting our defense hype, right? They come down, they score on the first drive. That's going to hype up any defense. You come in with a little bit more energy. Every time our offense gets the ball, we go down, we score again. The offense comes out hype. I feel like there was some of that going on. So I think we're going to see a little bit more of this defense we've been seeing because we got Magic Mahomes back.
Well, this is a kind of a get right game. It's kind of like
Yeah.
it's kind of like Alabama versus UNC Wilmington.
Right.
That's favored by 42 points. We should kill the Raiders by 31 points.
What was it like 13 and a half?
12 and a half?
12 and a
12
half
and a
was the spread.
Yeah,
Yes.
12 and a half was the spread. I did not take it.
No, you didn't take it?
No.
Come
no.
on, Risky.
Division
Well, I mean, in
game.
all fairness, I mean, fuck,
Division
who was their
game.
quarterback last year for the Raiders? Andrew McConnell, right?
I know Aiden.
Aiden McConnell, right?
He almost beat
Aiden,
us.
yeah.
And that was a game that we probably should have lost, right? So I could understand why you didn't take the points, because at first and we said it on the show,
Antonio Pierce.
we know that it's always going to be a close game, but we knew this time, at least I said it, like, this is going to be a one-sided ass whooping.
Well,
Yeah.
Straight up.
we always thought that. Then they usually play us pretty close.
They
but-
usually-
Now, that's true.
yeah.
That's true. we
But-
always say they're going to whoop their ass.
But some of their better players were out. It just, man, everything was not going.
Nope,
good for
they
the
had all their
Raiders,
best
man.
players. We were just the superior team that day.
And they overpaid for Geno Smith.
Yeah, for
Man,
sure. Him and
yeah.
he's a transitional.
Hey, so how
quarterback,
about
if you
that
will.
for the Raiders? Like, man, we just need that fucking missing piece that'll get us to the Super Bowl. Let's go get
So-
Geno Smith.
So we did talk about this with the middleman at the beginning of the season. We'd say, hey, it looked like the Las Vegas football team had made some good moves, right? They got Pete Carroll.
They
Geno
drafted
Smith,
well.
Geno Smith ain't the best quarterback, but he's an upgrade from what they had.
Right.
And they got Ashton Gentry. But man, all those seem
You
like a
know,
fail.
I want to mention this. So me and my boss had an interesting talk at work this week. So I liked this theory that he had. So he was talking about this Raiders game. Does anyone know who owns the Raiders right now? Al Davis, does his family still own it?
His son.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
son.
Was
Okay,
it
thank
Mike?
you.
Is his name Mike?
Okay, so it's still in the
Okay.
Davis family.
Yeah, it's still in the Davis family.
I think at some point, because you got to look at after Rich Gannon, what the fuck have the Raiders done, right? They've done everything to destroy their organization, in my opinion. So at some point, right, shouldn't an owner, shouldn't they just you can't own this team anymore. You got to put it up for sale. You're bringing this team the fuck down, right? So I honestly feel at some point when a team plays bad for so long, the NFL as a business needs to come and say, sorry, not sorry, but you need to sell the fucking team. You suck. Go kick rocks.
I mean,
don't,
usually board members kind of come together, and it just depends on how it's all structured.
I don't think I can agree with that. I mean, if I own a team, I can do whatever
Whatever
I
the hell
want.
I want.
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
sure can.
As-
Tom
look
Brady
at
bought
Jerry
into the-
Jones.
Tom
Tom-
Brady bought into the Raiders.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so did you see where they talked about where he has a conflict of interest because he is on the
Broadcast?
Yeah, yeah. So what do you think? What do you think about that? You think it's a conflict of interest?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, I think it definitely is. Yes, because he gets some insight and
Oh yeah, I mean it's kind of like the NBA right now.
I mean, I'm going
No,
to
I'm
challenge that a little bit, though. I'm going to challenge that a little bit. Like, what actual insight is he getting that nobody else could get from fucking watching game tape and shit? Like, I'm
no,
being
because they get to
serious.
have interviews with all the players
Yeah,
and the coaches
About what? Oh, yeah. What's your favorite ice cream? I like chocolate ice cream. I mean, what
Well,
are they
they
going to
have
fucking
interview
learn
about
from
the
an interview?
games. I mean,
Okay.
No,
What are they?
and I give that to you that the
Right.
coaches can, mislead him, but he doesn't have to tell him the actual information that he's asking for.
Oh, that's some good shit. That's exactly what they should be doing.
But
Right,
he's
but-
also around camp too. Like he's watching
Now
practices.
you got. Now that's fair.
See?
Now that's what I was looking for. That's what I
Oh,
was
look at
looking
Ricky
for.
Ray
I
coming
I was
in.
looking for like
Exactly,
what's
yeah.
the
Coming
real
on.
problem? Now
That's
that's
the
a problem.
That's the problem. He's around camp and he's watching practices and he's watching to see what they do, kind of plays they run, and how they're structured and what they're actually practicing on. And so he may slip while he's sitting there commentating. He was like, I was watching these guys in practice the other day, and you should have ran a wheel route instead of going out for a button hook, some shit like that. But that's the problem. That is the issue. Is the insider trading, if you will. That's as best as I can describe it. When
man.
somebody like that, when it becomes a conflict of interest, because you're commentating on it. You see it all the time, and then. Joe Buck. Wait a minute. Who's he commentate with?
It's
Not Joe Buck.
Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
It's
They're
Troy-
together.
yeah, they're together. He does. It's not Greg Olson because he took his job. Who's the other guy? Oh, I know his name, and I'm looking at him right now. He's like short.
Yeah. Oh, is the short black guy?
No, not the short black. It's not Mike Tirico.
Oh, Mike Tirico. That's who
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
not Mike Tirico. I can't think of his name.
And so real
Anyway,
quick, when
good.
when Ti got up, I thought he was going to head to the bathroom. But
Really?
nope,
Oh,
just,
no,
just
no.
another beer.
Just another Yingling Flight, unofficial sponsor of the Ed Asher Boys Sports Podcast. They want to start
Very-
sending me free cases of Yingling Flight. We'll advertise you every week.
Yeah, we have tens and tens of viewers every week, so we can bump up them sales.
Hey, only takes one. Where it starts.
Where it starts.
Yeah,
do you wanna go
so-
next?
Well,
We're still talking about
No,
go ahead. No, so Omar Norman Lott, right? So he's out for the season. Pretty big loss for us, I think, on the defensive side of the ball. Already, I feel like we haven't been getting the type of pressure we'd like to see.
Yeah, I think our weak spot was defensive line anyway.
Yeah. Right,
Now
yeah.
this guy
So-
hurts. Like, man, that's.
I don't know.
So did you
I've been
hear-
out of the loop, so I don't know if we've been looking at anyone, if they're looking at replace
Well-
him, or if it's just next man up.
Have you heard Chris Jones? He wants Mike Purnell back.
Yep.
Yeah, he's very adamant about that.
Adamant. Yep.
Yes.
So where
exactly.
did Pennell go? Tell everyone where Pennell is.
Cincinnati.
Did he go to Cincinnati? Did he get cut there, or is he
I
still?
don't know. Last I
Is
heard,
he
he
si-
was still there.
He's on
But he's
practice
not
squad.
starting,
He's
I'm
not
assuming, or
starting.
on
Okay.
practice squad or something. So maybe
is
we
he on-
can grab him.
Is he on the practice squad, or is he?
I
on
have
the
no
53?
idea.
Okay, I'm just saying, what would it take to get him here? Is it going to take a trade, or if he's on the practice squad, we can just grab him, right? We'll put him
Well,
bring
they're
him
not
on
going to
our
make
roster.
it. I mean, if Cincinnati's smart, they're not going to make it easier
But
for
they're
him to
not.
just fucking grab him, right?
In Cincinnati's not smart.
I mean, you're probably right. I've heard of like people just snatching people up, putting them on the practice squad, just so another team can't potentially grab them. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Leading into the game. So, if I'm the Cincinnati Bengals, like I'm not trying to help the Chiefs out in any fucking way. Like I'm just being salty like that, right? Because
Right.
that, in my opinion. I mean, despite their line and how terrible it is, Joe Burrow, in my opinion, when he's out there healthy, he's still our main. He's the main guy that we got to worry about.
Joe
Oh, yeah.
Burrow, for sure.
Oh yeah, Joe Burrow's just
Yeah.
Joe Cool when he plays us, man. I don't know how else to put it. I've never he is just fucking Joe Cool. I hate this, give him this compliment, but it's true.
Well, if they draft some linemen and get some protection, maybe he might
got
be a
Orlando
little bit
Brown?
better. Yeah.
Got
Yep.
Orlando
That's an upgrade.
Brown.
Yep. That's an upgrade. No, I mean, honestly, like, I mean, if it comes to like contract or money, I mean, I think you can buy out. I mean, that would be, the easiest thing to do. But I mean, if he's on the practice squad and if he's, on the team, then, it's going to come down. You got to give up some draft picks if
almost
they're
feel-
Cincinnati smart, which they're not.
I think you can grab from anybody's practice squad if you're going to put them on your 53-man roster. Is that correct or no?
I'm not sure if that's 100% correct.
No idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not 100%.
You're gonna
correct,
have
'cause
if you would like to know that, you'll have to tune into another podcast because we have no fucking idea. So
Hey,
Who,
so
we,
the
we,
whole-
we don't have our fact checker right now.
the
so
whole
there we
premise
go.
of this show is just a bunch of guys having drinks, bullshitting, and we don't really know if we're telling the facts or not.
oh no, it's all facts.
Oh, it's all facts.
It's
Trust
all
me,
facts.
it's all
It's all
facts.
facts.
It's
It's
all
all
facts.
facts.
It just
For
might be
sure.
proven wrong later. Take it how you want it. So we got a couple injuries. I mean, it was a good to go out and see us win 31-0. It definitely came with the price, right? We lost Omar Norman Lott. I believe Kareem Hunt's a little bit bruised up. I'm not too worried about that. Brashard Smith, hey man, throw him in there, right?
Yeah, but if you can get him on your fantasy squad like I did, then make sure you do.
Yeah, but I will say Trey Smith having some back spasms, that's concerning, right? And then Josh Simmons, I think there's some positive news there. No one's really told us what's going on, but they have at least conveyed that it's not a negative thing. It's kind of more positive in that he's just out there trying to do the right thing. So he's not away from the team because he's being a jackass. He's not fucking off. It's not that. We won't find out what it is probably till he gets back, and maybe we'll never find out.
Right.
So
Right. It's personal matter,
Yeah,
something that's, bigger than football, right? Sometimes life gets in the way.
Yeah.
You
So,
know.
so you touched on running backs. So John, how do you feel about our running backs? Do you like who we have? Do we need to play someone more? Do we need to go get a new running back? What is your take on the running backs?
Man, I like what we have, but they're not productive.
Mm,
So I'd
I
really
agree.
like them to get somebody else. Because I mean, we're supposed to have the best offensive line in the NFL, especially up the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been saying that for a while. We're
I got
supposed
a
to have the
rebuttal
first-
to that, unless
Okay, no,
you
go
guys
ahead.
go first.
Okay, go ahead.
So,
Continue, John.
So, no, yeah. So go ahead, John. If you was gonna finish.
But I don't know where you go because everybody they talk about, like Alvin Kamara and everything, he's kind of up there in years. So do you want to get another person that's basically another Kareem Hunt?
Brees Hall.
I think
Brees Hall could be. I
think
kind of
anybody
like the
we
Brees
go-
Hall idea.
anybody we
but-
go grab, I think it's going to be a 1-year deal, right? This
I
year.
think so.
Yeah.
I mean, look, the Chiefs aren't in a position, in my opinion. They're not going to go out there and they're not going to pay a lot of money for a running back. That's not going to happen. So we're probably not going to get Brees Hall, right? Because if I'm Brees Hall, you got to pay me.
Brees
But
Hall's still on his rookie contract. and
But how many more years did he have on that?
I think it's only one.
Just
So,
one. So we would
yeah,
get him for
only
that
one.
1 year on the rookie contract if we can get him in a trade, right? So
Mhm. Yep.
yeah. So I mean that could be okay, but here's my honest opinion. Like I think that we're gonna be okay with Isaiah Pacheco, and I think Brashard Smith. You know, he's got some things there that I think we could work with. I feel like we're overhyping him a little bit if you read some articles on it, but I think that they just need to let them. We don't run the ball enough, in my opinion, and I feel like Pacheco's getting to the Pacheco vote. I'd like to see him get 15 touches, and then if he doesn't do shit with 15 to 20 touches,
Mhm.
then I would be okay with talking about bringing a running back in. I know I'm probably in the minority on this, but that's just the way I feel about it.
I mean, I kind of in that same vein. Yes, I'd like to see him to get 10 to 15 touches, and he's doing a little bit more with the receiving game. He's been going into the flat and catching anywhere between 1 and 4 catches.
And he's on my
for-
fantasy football team too. That's important.
Yeah, exactly.
Who Pacheco?
He's
Give
on-
him the ball.
Yeah,
So,
I
someone
traded
dropped-
him away,
Someone dropped Pacheco. I was like, well, I need running back, so I picked him up.
Yeah, and it didn't help.
and it didn't
Well,
help.
he got
not
like
help.
10
He did got-
points.
he got a
so I was
touchdown.
like,
Yeah, oh, you got him this last week. Actually,
Yeah.
he got you over 10 points. That's a win, dude.
He got a
for
touchdown.
sure,
Yep.
for
The
sure,
moment
yeah.
I trade him away, he scores a touchdown. There's something.
Yeah. But I honestly listen, if he could stay healthy and we keep giving him the ball 10 to 15 times, we're going to see that Pacheco that we started to really get hyped about before the injury. So it's starting to come back. I'm going to be hopeful with that. So
I thought we were going to get Pacheco between 15 and 20 attempts
I thought
per
so too.
season, and I thought we were going to get a Pacheco that could average anywhere between 60 and 60 plus yards. He can't even get 30 yards.
But they need to give him the ball enough to get into that groove, that rhythm. You come in,
But
I don't know.
really, our offense is looking pretty good. Do we need to give him the ball more?
I mean, honestly, I would rather Mahomes throw the ball. I love watching that
sure.
part of the game. So listen.
I think you guys are missing a little.
I just don't want us to go out and get another running back. I don't think we necessarily need it.
I think we need a running back for depth, but I think what you guys are kind of missing is that it really differs from game to game because obviously you're going up different defenses, right? So you get a lot of cover 2, you get a lot of man to man, you got a lot of players, they switch zone. Some players just play some defenses just play one all game. Other ones will switch up with 2. Other ones will switch up from play to play. And Mahomes is out there trying to read. So, maybe not necessarily running the ball. If you can pick apart a zone defense and a cover 2, then, why run the ball? I mean, I know you're trying to set up play action, but, when Kareem Hunt was there, I know they had like that RPO game going. And I mean, it really comes down to Matt Nagy. I am not a big fan of Matt Nagy. And whenever he's in there play calling, you can tell. You can tell when it's Matt Nagy and you can tell when it's Andy Reid. And that is huge difference.
Right.
So I mean, I'm not going to put a lot of emphasis on the run game because Mahomes is doing just well and just fine. However, I am concerned when the run game about depth. That's what I'm concerned. That's why I
Right,
think we should
right.
need another running back.
So Anissa asks, should we make a move at the trade deadline? So is there any other positions?
The
that
only thing we should
be-
make a move for at the trade deadline is a defensive tackle, something on the defensive line. That's where we need to put the focus. Sure, if we can get a running back and it doesn't cost a lot, but here's, and I think I might have mentioned this to you in a text chat. I think that you also got to think about team chemistry, right? So just because you can go out and get like one of the best running backs in the league doesn't necessarily mean you should.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
You could take one player. Let's say, for example, from what I hear, they love the players love Pacheco. The players love Kareem Hunt, right?
Right.
The players love Rashee Rice. When he came back, the people
Right,
that's one
right.
of the reasons they think people might have played better because they were energized when he came back. So if you take somebody out of that equation that they really like and you bring in an outsider, I mean, they're
Team
they're
chemistry,
professionals. They're
yeah.
professionals. They're still gonna do their thing, but it can fuck with that team chemistry. And I love what we're seeing with the Chiefs
Yeah,
right
but
now.
Tony, hey, love don't pay the bills.
Oh, it pays the bills when you beat the Raiders. Hey, it pays the bills when you beat the Raiders 31-0. That's what it does. That
So-
pays the bills.
So Anissa also says this is to you, Raymond,
All right.
that it's Andy Reid calling all the plays. It's all Andy, is what she says.
All Andy.
That's what she says right there. Can you read?
Oh yeah, is that, yeah. Oh, it's all Andy Reid. Oh,
Yeah, bro.
she says no. I think it's all Andy
I
Reid.
think it's all Andy.
Yeah,
I think so too.
No. Oh, anyway, so I was watching Matt Nagy on
I
Sunday.
gotta say,
I was watching Matt Nagy on Sunday, and I was zooming in on him. And
with your binoculars.
Yep, with my binoculars. And Andy Reid was down on, and he was on his sheet, and Matt Nagy was on his sheet. But the only one who had his hand on his side on the pouch there that was talking to Patrick was Matt Nagy. Now I understand that, a Coach Reid could nod, one way or another, and he can interfere whenever he wants to. Coach Reid he can do whatever he wants. But I mean, towards the end of the game, or middle to end of the game, we're up 21-0 at half. Matt Nagy's calling those plays. Matt Nagy was sitting there. He was on it. He was.
Oh,
sitting
so
there
he's
going
like,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
I can see
Okay.
that.
So
I can
he's
see
like
that.
the second team, like when they took Patrick Mahomes out in the third quarter, right? Then
Yeah.
there's like that's like the thing. They take out Andy Reid, like what at halftime in that
Mhm,
game.
mhm.
All right, you're in, Nagy. Call the plays. Okay.
Right. Yep.
I would tell
saw
you-
that. I straight up saw that.
I like when Andy Reid was calling all the plays for Eric Bieniemy. I like that.
You like?
That's where he ran the ball really well, right?
That's pretty obvious by how
Oh,
Eric
man.
Bieniemy's has went since then.
Yeah,
He
I
should-
know. That is
Did not-
true.
Poor Eric, man. He should have just stayed here, man. He should have just stayed here.
Isn't there like kind of like a feeling like deep inside, like Andy Reid is like, look, I'm not trying to show my cards too early. I'm trying to save Pacheco for later in the season,
he
and then
does
I'm
that
going
to a
to
fault.
unleash the
Dude,
beast.
He
I
does
think
that to a
that's-
fault.
I think that's
To a
exactly. I
fault.
think that's definitely happening right now.
You think? You
I
think?
do.
I feel like deep inside, and it's kind of like, we're not getting into the playbook as much as we should, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like, where the fuck did that play come from?
Because
I
you know
haven't seen
what?
that play.
To that point, if we have Pacheco go out there and run the way we want him to run, he's not going to last all season.
No,
he's
no,
not.
No, he's not.
He's
It's
got, and we
it's
talked
been
about this
proven.
last year. It's just he has that style that he just doesn't know when to fucking give up on a run. Sometimes you just need to go down, right?
Right.
And those plays when they're holding him up and he's trying to pull his leg, he's jerking. It's just like, oh man, that's how you get hurt. So
I'd say, yep.
I think that they're watching that, and that's probably, and I'm hoping you're right, because if that's the case, we're going to see him start to get the ball a little bit more and more as the season winds down.
You just want
So-
your fantasy team to do well.
Well, that too. I mean, but listen, that's only in one league. I drafted him in 2 leagues. In one, I'm forced to fuck him. I'm forced to play him in one league, and in the other league, I'm fine. I went and got another guy. But in one league, I'm forced to play him. Like, this is terrible. I got great fucking receivers,
Yeah.
but my 2 running backs are Isaiah Pacheco and Travion Henderson, man.
Who are your receivers?
Oh, my receivers are Puka Nakua.
Who's hurt?
Who's currently hurt. That's fine. Whatever.
Okay.
I got George Pickens. I got CeeDee Lamb. And
that's-
I have Lad McConkey all on the same fucking team. That's a keeper league. So I had
All right,
Puka
okay.
was my keeper.
Okay.
So, John, do you do fantasy football?
Yeah, it's just one with my son and kids, really.
Tell us about your squad.
Yeah. You got any Chiefs? Any Chiefs on there?
And Mahomes.
Oh, there you go. Mahomes.
What round did
More
you get
importantly,
Mahomes?
are you winning?
Yeah.
I lost twice.
That's pretty,
pretty
good.
good.
So
Yeah,
you're
pretty
fucking
good.
5-2. You're probably in first place.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So,
What-
but Mahomes, like, he's had some down years. This year, he's coming up this year, dude.
I
He's-
know.
You know
He's
what?
putting the numbers up.
that's
Since
why I
you
skipped
said
on him.
that, and this is in case there's any old heads out watching this. So my boss at work, because he doesn't really like the NFL. And so what he talks about all the time is like, and I wish I would have had this stat last week when he said this shit. And when he was like, I used to watch quarterbacks go out there and they would throw for 300, sometimes 400 or 500-yard games. And he acted like, and I thought to myself, yeah, it seemed like they used to have a lot of that shit, right?
Yeah.
And so he kind of goes on to say, and now you got these quarterbacks with QBR ratings in a game of 70 and 80, and they're acting like that's good. And at the time, I didn't really know. So I looked it up today, right? You guys may already know this. I didn't know it. But Patrick Mahomes is QB1. Like overall, he's got the best QBR rating of all time out of all quarterbacks, right?
Yep.
He's got the most yards per game, which surprised me actually. I thought that would have been Drew Brees. It's not. So yeah.
Excuse me. He's adding to his rushing this year.
But have you seen?
I was about to jump over and do the Heimlich over here on Risky Ray.
But have you seen his PPF? Was it PP? What is it?
PPF?
What's the oh man? What is the pro football
QBR?
Power
No.
rankings or some shit.
No,
P-
the pro-
PPF, that's a paint protection film.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
No, oh man.
John coming through again.
Yes. No, it's the pro football. Whoever does the grading. It's obviously just a separate people that do the grading, but they have
Right.
him as the 14th ranked quarterback.
Of all time.
No, this year.
This year.
Right
This
now,
year.
this year.
Okay.
This year. Oh, this year. Well, I mean, isn't that fantasy related?
I mean,
I don't know.
well,
I feel like it to a degree. It's a fantasy.
but if,
rating.
even if it was fantasy related, he's
He
doing
was
great.
sh-
in
he's
fa-
doing great in fantasy.
he's
That's
doing
true.
great in
Yeah.
fantasy this year.
I don't know.
John,
if
by
there's
the
13
way, who is your favorite Chiefs player? Do you have one?
Like of all time?
No,
all
I
time,
mean,
all time, all
okay,
time.
all
do-
time. Let's
do
do
all
all
time.
time.
All
Do-
time.
we'll all do all time. John's gonna start over here. So we'll do all time, and then we'll go back the other way, and then we'll say current. So everyone do all time. Don't say your current. Just say your all time. We'll all do all time, and then we'll go back the other way and do current. You're up, John.
Derek Thomas.
Derek Thomas. We talked about Derek Thomas last week, but yeah,
we did.
That dude,
I had a Derek Thomas T-shirt on.
He was man, he was just
It was great.
amazing, right?
Yeah, that's the
Amazing.
reason why I wear a gray shirt underneath my jersey all
Yeah,
the time.
I will say, and I watch this. I actually show this video at work from time to time for motivation. Right, whenever I get a new team, I'll show this video at work. There's a few videos I show, but the one I like to show is the 5-sack game when I believe it was on his dad's birthday. Right when they had the flyover before the game, and he had the 2 safeties in that game as well, and he called them.
7 second.
Yeah.
Maybe it was 7-sack.
7-sack game?
even
It was
better.
seven.
man.
It was seven. It was 7 seconds.
Yes.
7 seconds.
Blasphemy on my part for not
I
saying
can't believe
7.
you, Ti.
Yeah.
Come
So
on.
But,
do you know who the left tackle was that he beat in every one of those sacks?
Who?
Was it Reggie Watt? I don't know.
Andy Heck, our offensive line coach.
Andy.
Oh, wow.
He was
Coming
man.
through it again. That's number 3. That's number 3.
We have the factoids, baby. The
Wow.
factoids. Yes.
That's what I'm
Now,
talking about.
that's a pretty good little.
It's coming with some great stats because we don't do that type of research here
Yeah,
at
no,
the International Boys Podcast.
nah.
So we appreciate it.
Yeah, we keep it our
uh,
week to week. Ti, what's yours?
So, all-time favorite players, Priest Holmes.
Priest Holmes. All
Priest
right.
That's a
Holmes.
good one too.
Priest Holmes, man.
Priest Holmes.
It's hard. It's hard. And you know who it might have been? And I'm sorry.
Don't
I
say
should-
it.
I
No,
was-
don't say it. No,
Okay.
no, it's my
All
turn.
right. You're right. You're right.
Jamal Charles.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah. Next man up. Next
he
man up
was,
after Priest.
All time Jamal Charles.
I mean, he was pretty good. He was a short career, but it was a pretty amazing.
It was
career.
amazing. It was amazing.
Man, best
All
favorite
time.
Chief.
Bill
All
Kenny.
time, man. Bill
Just
Kenny.
spit it out. It was
Eddie
Bill
Kennison.
Kenny. It was Bill Kenny.
I'm going through like all the different eras, you know. I'm like, man,
Eddie Kennison.
man,
You love Tony
man.
G.
Kimball
Snacks.
Anders. Kimball Anders.
I did not. I was not. A
Kimball
Tony G.
Anders was awesome.
He
Keith
was an
Cash.
almost fullback.
I
yeah.
was not a Tony G fan. I'm not a Tony G fan
Yeah.
today, dude.
I used to be,
Cash.
but
I don't like
ever
that
since he
guy.
went to Atlanta, bye-bye.
Right. Yeah.
But Joe,
that's true.
who? All right, you got 5 seconds.
I want to go with the man right here all time, Travis
Travis
Kelce, baby.
Kelsey. Isn't
Probably-
that current? Isn't
Okay,
that current?
so
Wait a
that's
minute,
all-
is that
no,
all
it's
time and
all
current?
time and
Yes.
current.
All time and current.
Okay.
And current,
So who's
yeah.
your current? We're going back this way. Give John time to think about it. Who's
Mm.
your current?
Mahomes.
Well, Holmes. Yeah, that's You know what? Okay.
Mahomes.
I mean, that's an easy one.
It's an easy one. So we're
Yeah.
gonna say, hold on.
It's not Tyreek.
Current outside of Mahomes. So you got to add a new one. Current outside of Mahomes because
Well, 'cause-
mine's favorite is fucking Mahomes. Let's
Okay,
just
yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
Because I think Mahomes is too easy to pick.
Too
It's
easy.
like-
Too easy. So
Yeah,
aside
he's
from
too easy to
Mahomes,
pick.
who's your current favorite player?
I think that's a good. Yes, let's do that.
Oh man, a current favorite player. Even though he's been getting a lot of like criticism. And I haven't been trying, but Chris Jones. I love watching Chris Jones.
Man,
Love watching Chris
I mean, he
Jones.
has his moments, but what's he like? 35.
He's getting up there in age, but you gotta understand,
amazing career.
the dude gets double teamed, triple teamed every
Yeah,
single
yeah,
time.
Yep.
Every single time. I'm literally watching him every single game and with my binoculars. Every single watching him. And I'm sitting there and I got good seats. And I'm sitting there watching him and he gets double teamed every single time.
He does. He does.
Except when he lines up on the outside.
Yeah.
When he lines up on the outside and then he tries to set the edge when he can't, and then the quarterback's running past him.
You know, so I'm gonna get a lot of shit from this, but believe it or not, I think it's not even close. He's on the back end of his career, but I think it's Kareem Hunt, man. I want to see that.
Oh, that's your
it's really,
favorite current
it's really
player?
not. It's really not. I just wanted to get that
Actually,
reaction.
No,
It's
you're
rush.
not-
It's
no.
really Rushy Rice.
Well, that's an obvious one
yes,
too.
But
Yeah,
if
kinda.
Casey Waltz was here, he'd be all over you on that Kareem Hunt.
But
pick,
it is the truth. I felt like way back in the day, we're not going to relive the whole fucking thing, but he got a little bit of a bad fucking break on that. In my opinion, he did. Man.
He did not.
He did. I
All
think
he had to do was
he
be
fucking
honest.
did.
All he had to do was be
You're right.
honest.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Look, it's
Right.
easy.
Be
I
honest.
get that. All he had to do was to be honest,
it
but at the
wasn't
same
only-
time, he's
it
in his
wasn't
young.
only that situation. He had multiple situations that off season,
He did.
and he was on camera kicking a girl that was on the ground.
He didn't kick her that hard.
She was kind of an asshole, but I mean, yeah, he
Yeah,
shouldn't have did it. He shouldn't have did it.
She,
but
yeah, she
I mean, she
was
put herself in a
being
bad
bee.
situation, but
She did.
come on, man. That's-
Yeah.
No, I understand. No, be bigger than that. For
no,
sure.
but you're
Be
right. So
bigger
we
than
won't.
that.
We're not going to make this about his past discretions, right? My
Right.
bad. But it's Rashee Rice. I'm a huge fucking Rashee Rice fan. Before we get to John, I will touch on a
And I
comment
also
that I
know
made last week, and I
that's-
will admit that it was blasphemy. I'm almost done.
Okay.
So I actually had the nerve to say that Rashee Rice is better than Tyreek Hill best year here with the Chiefs, right?
Yes.
So I will say that, yeah, that was crazy to say. But with that being said, I do believe, I think Rashee Rice will be a longtime Chiefs receiver. We're going to lock him up. He's not going
I
anywhere.
agree with that.
By
I
the
agree with
time
that.
his career ends, he will be the best receiver the Chiefs have ever had. He'll have all the
Okay.
stats. If you look at him through his first 20 games, he's way above where Tyreek Hill was. By the way, he's about 400 or 500 yards ahead of Tyreek through his first 20 games in the NFL.
Right.
But that's deceiving because Tyreek had a slow start. He didn't come in as a rookie. And was
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Okay,
Guess-
man,
hey,
okay.
hey,
he's a-
Guess who else could have had a slow start? Rashee Rice, but he didn't because he fucking came in and he was fucking game changer day one.
They just
So,
right. It's
Let's
so
see
true.
where he is
It's so true.
once he gets into his part of his career where Tyreek Hill is. He's going to be more consistent. He is. He's going to be more consistent. He just is. He's got better hands. I don't care what nobody fucking
I would
says.
say I think you're a little biased because I know you like to
Little
drive
bit
cars.
biased.
You like to drive cars fast too.
Yeah, okay. that was a terrible. Hold on. That was not a good joke.
I know. Oh no! You hit the
Not a
button.
very good joke.
Well, I'm
But
just
I
glad
know
you-
what you were trying to do with it.
I'm
I do
just-
like fast cars.
I'm I'm glad you just found a button that we could actually have a sound effect.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. That's the
pretty
first
good.
sound
Yeah,
effect.
that was
today,
that was
so.
all great right there.
All right, John. So you've been waiting through all of our bullshit just
I
now.
didn't have to wait.
Who is your favorite current player?
Nick Bolton.
Oh, that
love
makes
that
sense.
Because he's
That-
from
because of
Missouri.
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 Because he's from Missouri.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, not
he's
only
solid,
that,
dude. He's
Saw that
solid,
coming.
dude.
I know for sure, at least we were talking on this podcast like 2 or 3 years ago, like he was by far our favorite defensive player.
He was.
man.
Yep.
Like always. So that's
He
great.
took that. He took that last year beaten by Isaiah Likely to heart, and he
I
got
was-
into shape, and he took it to heart.
When we first drafted him, I was a little bit like, "Oh, this is a homer pick," kind of like with the dude from Lee Summit.
Yeah. Felix and DK.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Right? How do you say?
But
it?
he has absolutely put in work and has become a great middle line, probably one of the best middle linebackers in the game right now.
If he's just a
So-
little faster.
I mean,
He's just shed some of that weight. That's what I said. He came in and he shed some pounds and just kind of he's just trying to sustained over the.
well, linebackers are it's so different these days. Now they're
Yeah, I
more like they're
know.
not the big thumpers no more. Like you got to move, you got to be out in coverage. You got to do. Their Ti went to the bathroom. I knew he'd do it at least once. I knew he wasn't gonna get away from that.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna there's a lot of tight ends that are that are hitting in the middle of the field. So I mean they got to drop back in coverage and they got to cover those guys.
You know,
And-
it's
and
funny
those-
you
and those
say
tight
that
ends.
about the linebackers covering.
Mm-hmm.
Never forget this at the Chiefs Pittsburgh. I don't know if it was a playoff game or not. Me
Was
and my
Christmas
son were
game?
there.
Was it Christmas game?
No,
It wasn't the one we lost. Where there was like 35
no. This,
nothing in the
this,
second
is,
quarter.
this is years ago.
Oh, years ago. Okay,
Because-
gotcha.
No, Justin Houston was in coverage
Okay.
on.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Oh,
I don't. I have no
But
idea
was
where
it like why is he covering people? He should be rushing the passer.
he was covering Antonio Brown, and it was an obvious touchdown. I mean, it was like 70 yards.
Yeah.
No shit, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, you throw your hands up. Why?
that would be a blown coverage, and Justin Houston saw
Just-
it, and then he was
just,
like,
he just tried a little bit.
somebody's
Well,
got to go.
that was Bob Sutton's defense too.
Oh yeah, that was Bob Sutton.
Hey, so let's talk about these receivers, man. We got Worthy back. We got Hollywood Brown out there for the first time, along with Rashee Rice. Last week, we got to see them all out there at the same time for the first time, right? As
all
Chiefs on the
together.
field.
Yep, all together.
But there's a fourth person that we got to talk about on that receiving corner. Is Juju Smith-Schuster, man. Before we talk about the other three, I got something to say about that. But I really would like to know, Joe, Ray, whoever wants to lead with this, what are your thoughts on Juju? Is it somebody that we keep? What do you think he means to this team?
Absolutely, we need somebody to block.
You mean keep after this year?
Possibly. Let's just talk about this year.
I mean, right now, okay, I mean, he's not going to be a top option, but okay, yeah, he's a great blocker for sure.
He's a great blocker.
He can be like that fourth or fifth guy, but he's not going to be. We're not going to run plays for him.
I mean, he was averaging anywhere from 1 to 3 catches per game, over 19.5 yards per game. He'll have that 13 and that random touchdown. He was still targeted before Rice came back. He was still heavily targeted in a red zone target throughout the first 5-6 games. And I know he got 2 touchdowns maybe in there, and probably a third if it hadn't got picked off and ran for a touchdown all the way. So I mean, when you need somebody to go to that's probably gonna be open when you run that 3x4, or I'm sorry, when you run that 3x1, right? I mean, obviously Juju's not gonna be on the one. Rashee Rice is gonna be, or Xavier is gonna be the one, but he's gonna be the guy grouped in with the other 3, and you're gonna need somebody that's gonna be big, that's gonna be able to go over the middle in the zone. Juju Smith-Schuster is that guy. That's the guy you look for. So that's you on that. Those 3rd and 9s, right? Or those 3rd and 12s, those plays.
So before I chime in, do you have any thoughts on Juju?
Oh, I
John?
loved Juju when he was in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Well, he was the man. He was
I'm
a young man.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna
He was
talk
a
about
young
that.
man
Okay.
then.
Okay. I like that. So, here's where I'm at with Juju, man. I've noticed when I was watching, actually, the last 2 games, he's probably out of our receiving core, the best blocker that we have, right?
Yeah.
And what I like about that, you don't always have receivers that are willing. I mean, they're professionals; they have to do it. But the way that he does it, in my opinion, it feels like it's really selfless, right? And it feels like he doesn't necessarily. I mean, I'm sure he wants to catch the ball, but I just don't feel like he's worried about that. He's worried about being a team player.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to what the announcers were saying, and in this Raiders game, a couple of great fucking blocks that he had, by the way.
Yep.
Where they talked about he's one of the unsung heroes for the Chiefs this year, that there's a lot of stuff. We could talk about Chris Jones, right? Chris Jones doesn't have the sacks this year, but he's getting a lot of that double team pressure. So I think there's something underlying here that he's actually contributing more to the team than what we could actually see with our eyes. And back to his days, I seen a video over the week that renewed how I feel about Juju Smith-Schuster. I fucking love this guy now, and here's why. Back when Antonio Brown got taken out by Vontaze Perfect, if I said it right. Perfect, right?
And that concussion.
And that concussion. Did you guys know that the next time that Pittsburgh played them, did you guys see what Juju did to Perfect?
Juju blew him up over the middle.
Put him on a fucking stretcher.
Oh, yeah.
And you know why? You know why? Because he was doing that for he had his teammates back. He had Antonio Brown's back. Even though Antonio Brown shitted on him later, fuck Antonio Brown for that.
Yeah,
right?
Right.
But
that
that
right
to
in his
me,
head either.
it wasn't. Yeah, which sucks for him, by the way. But that to me, man, once I seen that, I was like, oh shit, he did that back then. We want a guy like this on the fucking team. We want a guy like him on the team.
Well,
So,
I think,
being that we brought up Juju Smith-Schuster, we got to talk about his little scuffle. The scuffle.
Spat. I like
You
to
were
say
there.
spat.
You were there. Did you see anything that maybe we didn't see on TV?
They said it was his blocking that did it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh,
it was.
word.
Oh no, I seen it. Yeah, the blindside block he got him with. It was a little dirty.
No, I wasn't watching Juju then. I was watching Mahomes, and I was
But-
watching the
but-
backfield.
But we have a professional football player talking about he's tired of getting bullied. Isn't that
yeah.
that's what football's about, right?
There's
come
out
on,
there
man.
bullying me.
Okay, so I'll kind of reiterate what Ryan Clark said. If you guys don't know, Ryan Clark, guy is on ESPN, he, former Pittsburgh Steeler. Isn't we're talking about Pittsburgh
Yeah,
Steelers?
man, the Steelers have come up a lot tonight.
Coming a lot. Anyway, so he was talking. He made a really good point about how obviously, the cheap shot being childish, after the game and whatnot. After the whistle's blown and after the game is over, you're still in that same camaraderie. You're still in that same brotherhood, right? There's not a lot of people that play in the NFL and then are the rosters, right? So you should be able to respect that. He has a lot of growing up to do, right? But if you really look at the game in itself, the game is actually designed to get revenge on the people that knock you around from put hands on you, that push you, hit you in the face and do that. Obviously, there's penalties and flags and stuff that come along with it. But if you play within the construct from whistle to whistle, right? And that's the time to allow yourself to, if somebody takes a cheap shot at you, maybe you shouldn't take a cheap shot after the whistle is blown. Maybe you should take that cheap shot while the whistle is blown and play is in progress and go in there and hit them in their mouth or take them down to the ground, right? He's a young buck and he doesn't know that.
So Risky Ray, what you're saying, you just have to be smart with your dirty play.
That's right. That's right. You got to be
with the
smart with
dirty
your dirty
play.
play. That's right. And he wasn't.
No,
And he
was
let
not.
it get to him. He let it get to his head, and it also led to the spat afterwards. And I think Juju did the right thing. I mean, if you look, Juju was like, "Oh, it's still a game," and he still kind of went back and he was like, "Oh wait, game's over. I got to go hit this dude in his mouth." And it's like, yeah, there was no whistle, man. It was like you didn't even have to fall. You can just hit him back at that point.
So
Go
John,
ahead.
what do you think about the Juju situation? Do you think he was justified?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he should have retaliated.
Which he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he retired. It didn't look great for him because like everyone saw that picture, right? I don't know if you guys.
Well, he's on the ground.
It doesn't look
Yeah.
good. Now I did hear. I don't know if this is true or not, but I did hear that he actually got up and he went and got a couple licks in. I don't know. You couldn't see it, but I did hear that he was able to get in and get a couple shots in on him. And then I never noticed it, but then they said that Patrick Mahomes was like at the bottom of the pile.
didn't see that.
I heard they said it. They like when you're watching, it's like, oh, Patrick Mahomes had to be pulled from the bottom of the pile, and I never seen him at the bottom of the pile. I couldn't see where he was at all. So
I do know that Juju got his nose busted in it.
yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He's not. Yeah.
Yeah, he was holding a rag over it when he was running into the locker room.
I tell you, he made David Branch look kind of tough though, because he comes over there, right? He does. He comes over there after the fact. I'm gonna get you, and David Branch fucking throws him. Like, God damn it, Juju. But that's what kind of led me to down a little rabbit hole, and I started watching these Juju things, and then I came across that video when he took out the Perfect. I was like, oh shit, man, I gotta reassess the way I think about Juju. And I feel bad because I feel like we kind of talked shit on him on this podcast before. I can go back.
Juju.
Oh yeah, we definitely talked shit
just
on
'cause
him.
he's-
I take it back, Juju.
Well, he's not the receiver he was in Pittsburgh.
Right.
He
And
never
yeah,
was here.
Right. Yeah,
But
exactly.
he's always been pretty solid.
I
And
mean,
he's done
yeah.
his job. He's,
But I
he
guess what I'm
blocks. He
saying
does
is
that.
is
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Can't-
once I seen him stick up for his teammate the way I seen him stick up for his teammate, even though it was a year later, like, man, I love that guy. I don't care if he catches the ball or not. Just be on the team, man. You're a good guy.
Yep.
Good vibes. Good
Yep,
vibes.
Yep. Love that. Yeah,
Good
like,
teammate.
Like that guy. Good teammate. Yeah.
I mean, his
we
name
need
is
him.
Juju. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's got the
So-
good juju.
So I think we could all say the Chiefs defense looked pretty elite in our last game, right?
Mhm.
Do you guys think that this is Spagnuolo's? I don't even know if I said his name right. Spags. I'm just going to say Spags.
Bags, there you go.
Is this Spags' best unit?
I would probably say
Ooh.
no, only because of the age factor. That's it.
Of like Chris Jones.
Because of
oh
exactly.
yeah. I guess
yep.
if we go back when we had Justin Reed, we had
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
Well, I think
Yep,
the main
yep.
problem with our defense right now is just the pass rush. I don't think we're getting a great pass rush. there.
Yeah, I mean,
No, we're not.
decent. We're decent. I mean, we're getting.
I think our secondary is elite, and the
Trent
linebackers are.
McDuffie's a
Oh.
dude.
Oh,
Well, let's-
I mean, no
yeah.
Williams. He's been solid, and the safeties Connor and Hicks, and who's the other guy out there?
Watson, I think.
Watson.
Yeah, they,
Watson.
secondary I like a lot.
Yeah.
How
So
are they
let's
gonna
talk about
pay
this,
Trent McDuffie.
What's
Huh?
that?
How are they going to pay Trent McDuffie?
Ooh.
Well,
I was
this-
thinking that when we brought up Trent McDuffie, when he said that, I was like,
Mahomes is going to take another bonus.
okay, so let's dive into do we sign Trent McDuffie?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
I'm with
Yeah,
that too.
because you let Justin Reed walk already.
Yeah,
can't
you
let
did,
McDuffie-
yeah.
you
But
can't
Mc-
let McDuffie.
McDuffie,
man.
that's going to be the top cornerbacks. What do they make? Like 20 million a year?
I mean, L'Jarius
That's
Sneed,
okay. We were paying a guy what about 20 million a year just to sit on the fucking bench because Simmons, right? Jalen Moore. How much were we paying Jalen Moore?
15.
Okay, well that's not quite 20, it's not quite 25 million. It's not quite there. Okay,
Right.
not the best example.
We're saving so much money, running these rookie running backs. Like, I
But
mean,
There you go.
you
So
know?
so that's where we can
Yeah.
find the money, right?
And what's the Juwan Taylor?
He'll be gone.
He's gonna be
he'll be
gone. So
gone.
there'll be some
Yeah.
of the money. There's gonna be money for him, and obviously the whatever is gonna go up.
Mahomes.
I have to
No,
say,
the-
Jawan Taylor's been
the pay.
playing really good these last couple of weeks. Anytime you don't hear
Man.
his name, he's
Man.
had a good game.
So
It's a
I
good
just heard
game.
on the radio today, like in his first 3 games, he had 6 penalties, and like since then he's had like 2.
And
Yeah.
one of them wasn't even. They called his name.
Yes,
but
and it wasn't his
him.
fault. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I think
Yeah,
I must have heard
yeah.
the same
Jacksonville
thing.
game.
Yeah.
It was. It's like that wasn't fair to call that shit on him. It wasn't his fault, really. So let's talk about this upcoming game. We got the Washington Commanders on Monday
The
night.
Commanders.
Should be a walk, right?
Commanders.
I don't think Jaden Daniels is playing. Is
Whoa.
it?
not.
Whoa.
It's gonna be a walk.
Whoa.
It's gonna be a walk.
It should be a walk.
Whoa.
It should.
Whoa.
Unfortunately, a
Although-
lot of times they play down to the competition.
That is
Man,
true.
we do.
You know
man,
what?
is
we
And
true.
I-
That is
so
true.
I have something to that, right?
Ugh.
I used to feel that way too. However, we just played the Raiders, and we definitely didn't play down to that competition.
Nope.
And I also think because it's only Rashee Rice's second game back, him coming back, it really did energize. I believe it energized the team, and I don't believe that it lasts just 1 week. I believe that it goes on to last 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. The Chiefs are back, baby. Our offense is back.
We are trending
Chiefs are
upward.
back.
We are trending upward big time, dude. Because the game before that, we destroyed the Lions.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so talking about Monday night, I think one of the big keys to this game is exactly what we were talking about, is gonna be defense. And the reason why is because Marcus Mariota, Jaden Daniels is out. Marcus Mariota is coming in, and he's familiar with the system, and he's also not intimidated by Arrowhead by any means. He's not. He's just not. He's
Hold
got-
on. Did you watch the quarterback with Marcus Mariota?
He's also familiar with throwing interception. But
Did you
oh,
watch? Did you
I
watch
watched-
the quarterback with Marcus Mariota on? it?
Oh, that.
Oh yes, yeah.
That
yeah.
guy seemed like he did not have a clue what he was doing in the NFL, man.
No.
I will say I was
He
at
had
the
his wife
playoff game
quizzing
when he
him.
was in Tennessee.
In
And he caught his
Tennessee.
own pass.
Got his own pass. Yeah.
and run it in for a touchdown.
I
And
was
you was
there,
at
yeah.
that game,
I
John?
was,
at
I,
that game.
I was at that
Oh.
game
No.
too.
I seriously,
I was at that
there
game
was
too.
a guy sitting across from me. He come over and basically tackled me. He was so excited because we thought we got the sack. And then I think that was a play before. Or no, it was roughing the passer. That's what it was.
Yeah.
They called roughing the passer.
Yep.
And he was sitting over there when he caught his own pass in tears.
Was that the Alex Smith's last year?
Yes, it was. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I remember leaving the stadium saying Alex Smith has to go. It was like we have to start Patrick Mahomes next year.
Yep.
We have to start-
Exactly.
I was like, Alex Smith is not
Denver
going.
game.
Like Alex Smith, he was a really good quarterback, but he was not going to take us. To the
He
next
was
level.
a great game manager, is the way to put it.
I
Right, he was a
feel like
good game manager.
He's a transitional
I
quarterback.
feel like he was a really good
just
quarterback.
Kind
He
of
just,
like Geno Smith.
he just wasn't going to. No, he's way better than Geno.
Oh, of
Smith.
course. Yes, I know.
But he just couldn't take us to that next level. How Mahomes took us.
he
to the
didn't have
next
that. It,
level.
he didn't have the
Yeah.
the it factor.
So
He did
okay,
not.
so Marcus Mariota, familiar. He's not intimidated by Arrowhead. He's familiar with the system. He's won with the Washington Commanders. Almost said Redskins. And so Terry McLaurin is back at practice, and he still might. There's a possibility he might play, and Deebo Samuel might play. So he's going to have top wide receiver options at the helm. So, and we already know our offense with Rashee Rice coming back, and with Washington's defense playing a lot of zone. Patrick Mahomes should be able to pick that zone apart. So I think it's going to be a high scoring game, but it's going to come down to our defense if we can stop Marcus Mariota, because he still uses his legs.
I didn't even know he was still playing in the NFL.
Right.
I'm not trying to shit on him.
I mean, he was
I'm
just a
not.
backup.
I
He
just
was-
was surprised. I didn't know he was still
he's
playing.
a backup, and now the other guy's hurt. So
But now
he's
he's a starter, just
so
like a
with
lot
you,
of people.
with you saying you almost said the Washington Redskins. How many
Yeah.
times do you say the San Diego Chargers?
Oh man, just as many times. Just as many
I say
times.
it all the time too. San
I was
Just
Diego
about to,
as many
I
times.
almost said, isn't it? It is okay. It is. Not the San Diego Chargers.
It took me about, I would probably say, a decade for me to stop saying Houston Oilers.
Oh, there's a test. Well, that's different because the Oilers are not even a team now because they changed their name.
exactly,
Yeah, they changed their
exactly,
name,
and they
yeah.
also changed the colors and all that fun
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, yeah.
So,
yeah.
John, where are you watching the game Monday?
I'll be at home.
Just at home watching the game?
That's the best place to watch the game, dude.
See how you watching it at home?
Oh man, I'm watching this shit at home.
You know, real dudes are at the game, baby.
That's
At
right.
the
That's
game.
right. That's
So,
right.
so let me tell you about
game.
them real dudes at the game. At the end of the game, they're like, they maybe caught about 30 minutes of the game. They miss a lot of shit, except for Risky Ray. He's got his
Binoculars.
He's probably seen it, but I know Joe's missing a lot of shit.
Man,
Because
but
Joe's-
we're having a good ass
Joe's like,
time.
"Blood,
We're having a good ass
So
time,
that
dude.
means that you're off already on Tuesday.
I
doesn't it?
am off on Tuesday.
Yeah. So no, I enjoy watching the games at home, man. Listen, going to the game's great, but me personally,
It's a different experience. Like,
It's
I don't
definitely,
want to put 7 hours into going to a fucking game. I just
I
don't.
mean,
Hey,
watching
not
at
anymore,
home is a
man.
good experience.
It is. It
Going
is.
to the game is a good
It
experience.
is.
Once a year.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
It's
once,
all
once a
different,
year is
just
enough for me.
once a year.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Yeah.
love getting off our work early. Hope Freedom
mean,
Freedom
but
Rock is
listen.
watching this, but I love getting off
But-
work
but listen,
early.
I'll give you guys this.
hey, Freedom
listen.
Rock is his boss.
You guys listen. You guys have been doing it for so long that I kind of
Yeah.
get it. Like it just become like tradition. Guys like John and I have been watching it from home for so long. They're like, fuck, I'd rather just watch it at home. I'll go to a game every now and then, right?
Now, I will tell
But-
you, you know, you guys got it really good because there's a lot of times where after games and in the morning, I go to work in the morning, and we kind of have a little powwow before we have to, you know, go disperse and do our own shit. But there's a moment where we sneak in about 5-10 minutes where we talk about the game, and usually, and I'm like, okay, so I was like 2 beers in, and I missed what happened in the third quarter. What happened? You know, I'm asking people
Well,
like, you know, what
I will
happened?
say it's weird because I know I watched the whole game, but I really don't. Like when people are like, oh, remember that play? I was like, not really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, and to your point,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
and to
But
that
I do
point,
remember watching the whole game, man. I watched
Yeah.
it. I
and to
watched
that
it.
point, the last 2 Chiefs games that I went to, I felt the exact same way. I get home thinking about the game. I was like, I don't remember really what the fuck happened. I remember what the score
Yeah,
was.
right?
Yeah, we won.
But
We
it's like
won,
it's
yeah.
like you at least same
I
thing. When I go
remember-
there, I
I
watch some of the
don't
game, but
remember the
I
score.
miss a lot of the
I remember
games, so.
cheering when we did
man.
good stuff.
Sometimes,
I
yeah,
remember cheering.
exactly. I can tell you what I watched, and most of the time, it's like, all right, I didn't see Taylor Swift, and I saw Mahomes, and he looked good in the pocket.
So by the
Pretty
way,
much
I'll
it.
just say this real quick. They did show Taylor Swift, by the way, at the Raiders game. They showed her like 4 or 5 times during the game. They
I could
did.
not
It
find
was-
her.
They showed her
I know
quite
where
a
she
bit.
sits. I sat in
Caitlin,
her.
so she was up there. Caitlin Clark was with her.
Caitlin Clark, yeah.
Caitlin Clark was there.
was.
Big
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark fan.
Yeah.
But look, guys, we got about 5 to 10 minutes left tops. So I think let's go ahead and we'll move on to the next thing. Real quick before we move on from the Chiefs,
Real quick.
predictions for this week's score. Start down here, John. What do you predict the final score to be?
Hmm. 35-14 Chiefs.
All right, 35-14. I
Okay.
like it. I
We've
like
been
it.
scoring in the 30s lately, so okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually in that same breath, I'm gonna go with they're not gonna take Mahomes out early. He's gonna stay in the game. It's gonna be a little bit more competitive. So I actually like 35, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be 32-10.
I like that one a lot.
28-21.
No. No, that's the dumbest score I've ever heard. Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be close at all.
I don't
All
know.
right,
Yeah.
and Joe
I'm
Hoopman.
going- man.
28-21. You know the over under is 47.5,
Well,
right?
Yeah. Okay. So Tony Hannah, I like Tony Hannah to score the best.
What's
right, we'll go with
what's
that.
What's his score?
32-10.
Yes.
I'm gonna go. No. I'm gonna go 31-7.
31-7. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna
31-7.
revisit this next Friday.
We will. Here's what I think.
I
I
think
think that
written down on.
I think
yellow
they
and black.
definitely don't score more than 14 points on us, and I think that we definitely score 30 or more. We'll see. We'll see how that
Oh,
works out.
we scored 30 at least the last 2 weeks, right?
Right,
The last
right,
3
exactly.
weeks.
Plus,
Yeah.
plus
So-
11, plus an 11.5, guys. That's the point spread. Plus
Mahomes
11
is
and a half.
chasing that MVP, man. He's
Yep.
gonna grab it.
So
Yeah,
I don't
we're-
know about you guys. I don't give a shit about the NBA. I will when they get to the playoffs and stuff, right? But I don't give a shit about the NBA right now. I
Right.
don't think you guys give a shit about the NBA.
Nope.
But I do find this story
College.
a little bit interesting, right? The NBA gambling scandal. Are you familiar with it? I know Joe and I already talked about it. Risky Ray, John, do you guys know anything about what's going on with this? So I'll tell you guys just real quick on a couple of different fronts, right? So there's a couple of different things going on. One is we got some players accused of, either taking themselves out of games or manipulating certain stats when they're playing in there, right? The other side of this is Joe and I talked about this earlier. There's this gambling poker fraud going on where they got these X-ray tables, right? So you got the La Cosa Nostra family that's out of New York,
Right.
and they got this ring going where they get these high-profile games together. And so they'll grab somebody like Kevin Durant. You might have seen him in the news about this. They'll grab other high-profile players. And so the way they get some of these other high rollers there is they could say, hey, we got Kevin Garnett, or we got this guy, or we got this guy. So they got celebrities there at the game. They get these high rollers to come in. And then they got a guy in the back watching them on a fucking X-ray table, seeing all the cards, right? So I think we're going to see over the next month or so, were the players part of the fraud or were they victims of the fraud, right?
Probably victims.
That's what I thought too.
Probably
I mean,
victims.
I don't see where it's enough money for them to be involved in a scam like that. I don't know.
Agreed. Yeah,
Well,
so
so
they're
John-
victims of it.
John, do you play poker at all?
No.
No. Do you gamble? You go to the boat?
Nope.
You're a straightforward guy, dude. Just drink Bud Lights and
I've expanded my horizons. I've drank other beers now.
what is the other beers you
Well,
drink?
yeah.
That's all I want to hear about this. What's the other beers you
Whoa,
drink?
whoa, whoa.
Oh, let's see. Some Boulevard Wheat.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I like that.
But you still like Bud Light better, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's still my go-to.
For sure.
There's nothing wrong with that. Bud Light's still my kind of go-to too.
But Bud Light that's just the best solid all around drink, right?
I do like the Busch Light Apple.
Oh, you like the apple, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pacifico's is still the best.
You like the Pacificos? Is that
Pacifico.
you are a Pacifico guy?
Dude's
You always
go-to.
like
It's go-to all day long.
Man, so Casey Waltz ain't here, but he's always wants to do all the fancy beers. I'm like, nah, man, I'm just gonna Bud Light.
I'm actually glad.
I'm
But
just
let's
gonna
get a
Bud
Pacifico.
Light.
I'm glad he's not here right now because then we'd be having a 5-minute conversation, a conversation for the next 5 minutes about beer. Right.
Well, I mean, I thought we were on the road on that.
Yeah.
I
I
will
forgot
tell
Risky
you-
Ray was here.
I will tell you. Here's my piece about the whole gambling thing, and I heard all the talking head today about talking about it, and I somewhat agree with them. But there's really only two stances I think that you really take in this, right? And there's no gray area. You can probably try to find a gray area, but either you care about the integrity of the sport, right? And whether you gamble or not, you care about it, or you don't care about it and you still gamble on the sport. Like their
So
games
you're
are
not-
still the
you're-
games are still going to
Yeah.
be played.
Okay, so you're not talking about the poker one. You're talking about Terry Rozier and the
They kind of
on that.
they kind of coincide a little bit.
Well,
They
I
kind of
think
coincide.
they're like two separate things.
No, they are. They are two separate rings, but it's still gambling. It's still
Right.
what Chauncey Billups was doing was straight mafia shit, and he shouldn't be doing that because
Right.
he's
I mean-
recruiting.
I mean, he is a face of the
he's
NBA.
he's a head coach.
Yeah,
You telling me the mafia infiltrated a head coach?
right?
He's
like,
a Hall of Famer.
How much
he's a Hall of
does he need
Famer.
money? He can't need money.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. $7 million. I mean, okay.
Does he make like 5 or 6 million this a year right now?
Exactly,
I mean,
right?
come on.
I mean, these guys must be getting bored. I don't know.
That's
what's
what I was
going
kind
on.
of saying. That's what me and Ti talked about on the way here.
Yeah, these guys must be getting bored or something. But I mean,
So I heard that a lot of them they get all this money thrown them when they're young, right? And for
Oh,
those
look
of
at
you
that!
know
Freedom
who
Rock's on right now.
Big Meech is.
quick.
What I like,
cursing Risky Ray. All right.
like what I heard is like they like to they want to be gangsters. They want to become gangsters, and so maybe they kind of fall in with a certain crowd, and they want to be cool with them. I don't
You
know
wanna be
how
the
it
cool guy?
happens. I mean,
You want
I'm
to be the cool guy?
it's kind of spinning here because
Nah,
yeah,
cool guys
on the
don't
other
do
side
that.
of it, it doesn't make sense, right? Imagine like being dunked on by the feds, right? Instead of like instead of Ja
Oh,
Morant,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Yeah.
Fuck.
I know. I'd rather get posterized.
Shit, but when the feds dunk on you, that means you're going to prison.
It's not good. It's not
You're
good.
going
And I
crazy,
hate,
dude.
you know
That's
what?
not
And
good.
I look, Chauncey Billups was actually one of my favorite NBA players back in the day. He was like not even my top 10,
Not
but
mine.
he was in my top
Okay,
20.
do you know Chauncey Billups wanted to come to KU, but we had no more scholarships because he had some kind of a late recruitment or something happened. So
Yeah.
Colorado was the only school that had a D1 scholarship left, and that's why he went there
That's why you went to Colorado.
because he wanted. He wanted to come to KU.
He wanted
Yeah.
to play for a winner. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I
get
mean,
that.
man,
I
it
didn't
worked
know
out
that.
for him. He had a great career.
Yeah,
All
Hall
right,
of Fame.
guys. Well, we need to wrap this up. We're going to go ahead and get into our real quicks.
The real quick.
This is Casey Waltz's favorite part of the show. I think it's ours too, and some others. So,
John, if you don't know what a real quick is, if you have a little factoid you want to throw out there, throw it out there, man. There's a little, so it doesn't have to be nothing about whatever. It can be that
He's already
sometimes we're gonna Coca-Cola sucks. There you go, real quick.
That's why I called in today.
there you go.
Did you call in or you had the day off? You
No, I
called
called
in.
in.
Okay.
No, I had a question though. We talked about Mizzou and KU's playing K-State tomorrow. That's kind of a big rivalry game.
It is. So KU,
Is it,
K-State,
though?
Is it tomorrow at noon? Okay. It has been like 16 years in a row, but we're due. We're due for
I
one,
get it.
man.
I think
Everything
we're
I
gonna do
heard
it.
said KU's going to win tomorrow.
Yeah,
I
I think
will-
so.
yeah, I
There's
think
also
so.
inclement weather that possibly could be going on. So watch out for that. Watch out for that. Freedom Rock.
All
I know you're going to the game.
So let's get into these real quicks. And actually, you can add some of that stuff. If you have anything else you guys want to talk about, we real quicks is anything you'll mention, and it'll be 1 minute or less. Who's got the first real quick?
Oh, okay. So again,
Oh.
John, like Ti usually has long quicks.
Well, that's why I said 8 minute, 8 minute or less.
That's why he put a time limit on his real quick.
Yes,
There
yes.
you
All right,
go.
then I'm going to go ahead and start it.
out some
Start it off. Start it off.
I'm going to go ahead and start it off. And we're going to do it with this. Real quick, tomorrow is UFC 321. This is going to be a heavyweight reality check. You have Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane for the undisputed title in Abu Dhabi. Gane's only losses were to John Jones in 2023 and Francis Ngannou in 2022, both title fights. So Aspinall's speed and power combo, arguably one of the best technical
I got
big
one.
men in years. I'm going to go out and say that
You go.
Cyril Gane's going to get the upset.
Real quick, the World Series starts tonight, and Risky Ray has a bet. He needs the score to be 4-3. Right now, it's 2-3. He is on his way to hitting a big jackpot, and we going to the boat, baby. We going to the boat. There we go. There we go.
Real quick. Since 1985, there's only been 5 teams coming into the LCS. And one team has swept, and the other team has gone game 7. Out of those 4, this is the 5th time it's happened. Out of those 4 teams, the 4 teams are 4-0. The one that has gone to game 7 has gone on to won the World Series. So Los Angeles is in a
I did
little
see
bit
that
of trouble.
they were 1-11 away. Is that what you just said? I wasn't really paying attention to you. Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Anyone else have a real quick?
Oh my God! I said since 1985, coming in
I
from the
do.
LCS was the team that has swept the LCS, and the
okay.
other team that has gone 7 series, 4-0. The team that's gone game 7
Gotcha.
has gone on to win the
I
World
do have a
Series.
real quick.
This is the 5th time that has happened.
All right, get after mine. Real quick, if you've got a nickname like Operation Royal Flush or Operation Nothing But Bet, maybe you don't text about your bets.
Real quick. KU kicked off exhibition tonight
They
against
did.
Louisville. Yeah. Just so you know.
Some-
My bad. My bad. I didn't mean to do that to you.
So my real quick is you guys are talking about running back depth. You forgot about Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Carson Steele.
Oh,
Clyde the Glide.
Man.
Are they on
Glide
the,
the
are they on
glide.
the practice squad?
Yes.
They're always on the
Yes.
sidelines.
Oh,
Always on the
man.
sidelines.
Where was your
Alligator
binoculars at?
still.
I'm not looking at those guys.
yeah.
Say them. I'm looking at Taylor Swift.
Rumor has it that the Raiders canceled practice on Tuesday and brought in counselors instead.
Real quick, the middleman refused to answer any of my texts last Sunday as his Raiders were getting destroyed.
Real quick, the middleman has been banned from the Ad Astra Boys Sports Podcast until next year because of the Raiders.
Real quick. Who do you guys have in the revenge game? The Packers or the Steelers? Steelers are at home.
Steelers.
Packers. What? The
Steelers.
Packers, dude. If the Packers lose against the Steelers,
Mike Tomlin is incredible at home against
I'm not
high-profile teams. Just so you know,
I just can't. I have a hard time really putting like confidence in Jordan Love. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it's the way he combs his hair. I don't know, but just
also
I
Packers
gotta
are
go,
favored by 3.5.
Steelers.
I got
Also,
one, I got
Packers are favored by 3.5 on the road.
real quick,
Money line Packers.
John, how's that MU basketball team looking this year?
Oh.
Is
Real quick.
real quicks are supposed to be questions. Real quicks are supposed to be questions. By the way,
Well, hey, we're on the real quicks now.
I mean, if you go by recruiting, they look damn good.
there we go. Okay, we'll see what happens.
All right.
all right. Do we have any other real quicks?
Yeah, I got a real quick.
Go ahead.
Mizzou beat KU last year,
Man,
All
so
right.
so
but I know that was
in
last
the
year.
in the little comments here, Andrew Ramirez. I thought that said Anissa Ramirez. Sorry, a
Oh, that's
mistake.
Andy.
Yeah, okay, Andy.
Oh,
how we know real
oh.
Chiefs fans, man? What you talking about, bro?
Oh, dang it.
Come to the house.
Toronto, my bet
Come to the
just
house
lost.
and get a drink and tell me all about it.
Dang it. Toronto scored 4.
Oh, there you're.
We're not going to the boats tonight.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Maybe it was going to be, it was going to be 4-3 Toronto. Son of a bitch.
So like we had no comments until the very end, and now everybody wants to start.
I
Putting
know,
comments
right?
out
Yeah.
there.
What
okay,
is this?
okay.
What is this? What is this? You know what? We didn't do a Risky Ray 3-game parlay.
All right, so we got time. Go ahead and do your real quick Risky Ray 3-game parlay. Can you do it in less than a minute?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
And this is going to be risky. I
Yes,
guarantee.
it is definitely
He
going to
has
be
the name
risky.
for a reason. He has the name
Yes,
for a
it is
reason.
going to be risky. All right. I love the Giants to win on the road. I also love the Packers.
Who are the Giants playing?
The Giants are playing the Eagles.
I like that. I like that. Yeah. Fuck the Eagles. I like that.
So I love the Giants to win on the road. I also love the Packers to win on the road. And I also love whoops. And I also love the Carolina Panthers to cover the spread
On who?
on the Bills.
What is the spread?
7.5.
Dude, that's an awful bet. Dude, people out there, the 4 or 5 people watching, don't bet that.
Yeah, don't
Bet
bet
it.
that.
That's an awful bet, dude.
Good, bet that. Hold on. I'll tell you what it pays.
All right, hurry up.
I'll tell you what it pays. I'll tell you what it pays here.
What are you done?
over a half hour
And Packers.
I'm doing the show right now.
Oh, snap.
I'm
$10
doing the
will win
show
you
right now.
107.
$10 when you're 107.
10, and that's boom, baby.
All right. Well, that is it for the Ed Asher boys. Remember to bet on your dreams, not your teammates.
I thought you were talking the other way around. Bet on
What?
your teammates, not your dreams.
No, bet on your dreams, not your teammates.
So
get
everything
you
you
in
said
trouble.
about Juju was just
Peace and love. Peace and love. Freedom Rock. Peace and love. David said 1 and 3. Hey, which one's the one? Which one's the one? Is it Green Bay? I don't know.
Packers. The
The
Packers is
probably
the
the one.
It's
Packers the one. The Packers the
All
one.
right, man.
Oh shit. What'd you think?
Well, so